Hello dear students, welcome to the MCQ sessions on sequence and series. In the last video, we have covered the sequence and series portion. Now in this video, we will discuss some entrance oriented questions from this chapter sequence and series. All you need is your foundation to be very strong. So what we will do here is we will start with the very interesting question which is appeared in the previous year KCET, and most we will cover always JEE questions only. So as a protocol we will stick on to our ideas. We will discuss all these questions one by one. So what I will do here is I will write the questions and let me write the options which is appeared in the previous year question paper, and will let me discuss the solutions of this one thing one by one. So without wasting time, we will discuss these questions which is appeared in the various entrance examinations. So the very first question is there. Okay, what's there in the entrance is they have told like this: if pth term open AP, okay, is Q, qth term is P, then P plus qth term is, okay, they have given four options: 0, 1, -1 and 2. Okay, so they have given that p term of an AP is Q, means they told that pth term Tp equals to Q, Tq is equals to P. Their expectation, what is P plus qth term? Yeah, so we all know that Tp can be written as, if A is first term, D is common difference, A plus P minus Q into D equals to Q, and Q is nothing but, if A is first term, Q term means Q minus 1 into P is equals to, so common difference is D, sorry, is equals to P, right? Now what we'll do here is we'll simplify this: A plus PD minus D equals to Q, A plus QD minus D is equals to P. When you subtract, sign will change. Yes, yes, so these two will cancel, these two will cancel, and here you left with P minus Q times of D is equals to Q minus P, right? With this I got here P minus Q, here Q minus P, means I will take minus common. With this I got answer D as -1. Okay, the moment you got D equals to -1, substitute in any one of your equation. I'll keep first equation as my target: A plus P minus 1 into -1 equals to Q. So I got A minus P plus 1 is equals to Q. So A equals to P plus Q minus 1. Understood? So I know that Tp plus Q is nothing but A is first term, P plus Q minus 1 into D. So A is nothing but P plus Q minus 1 plus P plus Q minus 1 into -1, which is P plus Q minus 1 minus P minus Q plus 1. So it's nothing but plus P minus P plus Q minus -1 plus 1. Yeah, so answer is 0. So P plus Q term is 0, which is option A. So A will be the right answer if you proceed in this particular step. Okay, we'll proceed to the question number 2. So all you need is your foundation to be very strong. If you have a strong foundation, you can easily engage in the solutions. So we will discuss question number 2. So in question number 2, it appeared in one of the entrance examination. They have mentioned S infinity. What is S infinity? Sum of infinite terms. Okay, they have told S infinity equals to A by 1 minus R, means they are speaking about GP, because in GP only we will get this formula we have discussed in our theory classes. So S infinity equals to A by 1 minus R is not exist for. Okay, so they have given first option as mod R less than 1, second option as mod R equal to 1, third option as mod R greater than 1, fourth option as mod R greater than or equals to 1. Now we all know that sum of infinite terms of a GP is valid only for mod R less than 1. Yeah, or sometime they will write like this: So this will be not the option. Mod r equal to 1, it's also wrong. Mod r greater than 1, it's also wrong. So always keep in mind, it is not valid for mod r greater than or equal to 1. It is valid only for this thing. Exclusively it is valid for mod r less than 1, means this is wrong, this is also wrong, this is also wrong. So here mod r equal to 1, mod r greater than 1, cumulatively I can write it as a mod r greater than or equal to 1. So if I choose this as my right option, I will missing greater than. If I choose this as my right option, I am missing equal to. So in this option I have both. Therefore it is the question of mod r greater than or equal to 1. So for this question, this S infinity is not exist for this. So this will be the right option for this particular question. Okay. Now we will discuss question number 3. So in the question number 3, a bit interesting question from JEE, one of the entrance appear question. Let me discuss. So what they have told is, if x, y, z are distinct positive numbers, okay, then x plus y, y plus z, z plus x is greater than they have given option as a 8xyz, xyz, 2 times of x plus y plus z, 6xyz. If x, y, z are distinct positive numbers, then x plus y, y plus z, z plus x is greater than. So what we will do is, we all know that I have gave you one important criteria in my synopsis. Arithmetic mean is always greater than or equals to geometric mean, right? Based on this criteria, I will prove this thing. See, I will say if x and y are two numbers, then x plus y by 2, which is arithmetic mean, which is greater than or equal to root xy. Understood? If y and z are two numbers, then arithmetic mean of y plus z by 2, or arithmetic mean of y and z is greater than or equals to geometric mean of yz. Similarly, if I take z and x are two numbers, z plus x by 2 greater than or equals to zx. It may be greater than or equal to. Here they have discussed only greater than. So let me not to discuss equal sign. So what I will do in this case, I will write x plus y greater than 2xy. Just I will remove equal sign. Okay. Here y plus z greater than 2yz. And z plus x greater than 2zx. Understood? Now what I will do here is, I will multiply left hand side with left hand side, right hand side with right hand side. So what I will get? X plus y, y plus z, z plus x is greater than 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, root of, we all know that root a into root b is root ab. So you have 3 roots here. So I can say x into x, x square, yeah, y into y, y square, z into z, z square. Am I right? And anyhow they are under square root, means the square will cancel out. So I can say about this thing 8 times of x, y, z, which is option A, will be the right answer. Understood? So we can easily manipulate what kind of answer. So we know only this thing, but how to apply such formula? So it plays a vital role. All you need is your foundation strong. If you have a strong foundation, you can easily manage all these things. So it's one of the application of arithmetic mean and geometric mean inequality. Understood? So sometimes they will make use of equal sign also. Here they don't want, so I have removed because it is greater than or equal to. Either you can take greater than or equal to. So this will be the question number 3. Okay. Now we'll proceed to the next question, question number 4. So all are very interesting. So all you need is your investment in a proper time. If you have a valid idea, you can easily proceed with all these questions. If the progression, okay, 3, 10, 17 63, 65, 67 are such that their nth terms are equal. Okay, then value of n is. So they only told their n terms are equal. So I will get, which implies first term is a plus, it is a AP, yeah, 3 common difference, here 2 common difference. So I can say a plus n minus 1 into d, sorry, here d is 3, d is 7 here, because 10 minus 3 is 7, 17 minus 10 is 7, so here common difference is 2. They only told their n term, so this is a formula, a plus n minus 1 into d is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. So I'll write 3 plus 7n minus 7 is equals to 63 plus 2n minus 2. So I can say 7n minus 4 is equals to 2n plus 61. So when you bring this side, 5n, okay, 65. So n is equals to 13, because 65 5 means 65 divided by 5 is 13 5. So I have forgotten to give you option. So they have given 4 options as a 13, 14, 8, 7, and we got n as a 13. So which will be the right answer, because 65 by 5 is 13 itself. So option A will be the right answer. They have given option like 13, 14, 8 and 7. So in this will be the right option. So this will be the answer of question number 4. Fine. So please make your foundation very much strong. Later you can easily manage all this problem in a very unique way. Now let me move on to the question number 5. So in question number 5 they have mentioned like this: if in a infinite GP, first term is equal to twice of the sum of remaining terms, then R is, they have given option -1, 2 by 3, 1 by 3 and 3. If in an infinite GP first term is equal to twice of the sum of remaining terms, we will take GP as let GP as AR square, AR cube, infinity. What they have told? First term is equal to twice the sum of, means AR plus AR square plus AR cube up to infinity. I can say A equals to 2 times of it, again a GP only. It is a infinite. What is sum to infinite? AR divided by 1 minus R. Yeah. So just you take care of this thing, because it looks like S infinity formula. S infinity is A by 1 minus R. First term is AR here and common ratio is R itself. So when you cross multiply, you will get A minus AR is equals to 2AR, right? Now A is equals to 3AR, right? I'll cancel both side A. You left with R equals to 1 by 3. Yeah, option C will be the right answer. R equal to 1 by 3 will be the answer, because I have considered this as an infinite GP. So first term is AR, then AR square means R is multiplied, means a common ratio. Here square to cube means again R is multiplied, means common ratio is R itself. So then I got R as a 1 by 3. Okay, so fine. So this is the question number 5 solution. We'll discuss now question number 6. If the nth term of GP, if the nth term of GP, they only mentioned GP. No need to verify. 5 by 4 minus 5 by 8. (1024). Then n is, they are told 8, 11, 9, 6. What they expect is this n term of n GP they expected is 5 by 1024. This n term of a GP is 5 by 1024. So we all know that n term of GP is given by Tn equals to A into R power n minus 1. Yeah, they only given it as a 5 by 1024. Now what is A here? A is 5. If you check with common ratio, you will get minus 1 by 2 to the power n minus 1. Yeah, so you will get 5 by 1024 is equals to minus 5 by 2 to the power n minus 1. Now we have to express this in terms of 2 power. So what we'll do here is, we have to make this as a somewhat the power of so if you I have done one mistake here. So we will do here as a 5 times minus 1 by 2 to the power n minus 1, right? So you can cancel this. So you left with 1 by 204 as minus 1 by 2 to the power n minus 1. Yeah. So we all know that 2 power 10 is 1024. So it is 1 by 2 power 10 is equals to minus 1 by 2 to the power n minus 1. Yeah. So it is 1 by 2 power 10 is equals to minus 1 to the power n minus 1, 1 by 2 power n minus 1, right? So anyhow minus 1 to the power n minus 1 is plus 1 you will yield. So you left with 2 power 10 is equals to 2 power n minus 1. So n is equals to 11. Yeah. So option B will be the right answer for this question. So they have told about n term. So we got that n term in a systematic way. Then one mistake I have done is I have multiplied directly, which is the mistake from my side. So keep it outside. I have cancelled. Then I took like this. So if you take minus 1 to the power n minus 1, so you will get this answer. And then 2 power 10 is a 2 power n minus 1. So what we will do here is, so it is better, we will do one thing. Instead of all this thing, we can apply this method also, so that it will become very easiest for us. Instead of this, there is one more logic. You have here minus, right, which is creating a problem. So what I will do here is 1 by 1024. I can write this as a minus 1 by 2 power 10. Yeah. And it is nothing but minus 1 by 2 to the power n minus 1. Yes. Look at this. So minus 1 to the power 10. So then what will happen? So it will go up directly. And anyhow, if you observe this thing, okay, if you observe this thing clearly, inside you have minus 1 by 2, here also you have minus 1 by 2. So I will compare the indices. So I will get n minus 1 equals to 10, which implies n equals to 11. So this is one of the techniques. So instead of this, you can express 1024 as a, because minus 1 power 10 is anyhow plus 1 only. 2 power 10 is 1024. It will not affect my solution. So what I will do here is, because of that minus present in this, I'll write is the minus 1 by 2 to the power n, minus 1 by 2 to n minus 1. So then I will compare both sides the powers. So 10 is, because both sides you have same thing. So n minus 1 equals to 10, n equals to 11. So it is better you stick to this method, so to avoid confusion. So therefore you can say 1024 as minus 1, because minus 1 to the power 10 is plus 1 only. Okay. So n equals to 11, option B will be the right answer for this question. Now we'll proceed to the question number 7. In question number 7, they have mentioned like this: if 3 positive real numbers A, B, C are in AP such that ABC equal to 4, then minimum of B is okay. See, they have given ABC equal to 4, and what they have told us is they are in AP. They are in AP means A is shorter than B, B is shorter than C. Means if D is a common difference between them, I can say A as a B minus D, right? Keep B as it is, and C as a more than B, means B plus D, which is equal to 4, right? So then I will write B times of B square minus D square, A minus B into A plus B, right? Then if you multiply, you will get B cube minus BD square equals to 4, right? So then B cube is equals to 4 plus BD square, which is greater than 4, right? 4 plus BD square or BD square plus 4 is more than 4 or not? So I can say B cube is more than 4. So B cube is more than 4 means B cube is greater than 2 square. B is greater than 2 square to the power 1/3. B is greater than 2 to the power 2 by 3. B is greater than 2 power 2 by 3 means minimum value B is how much? 2 to the power 2 by 3. Again, I have forgotten to give you the option. The options are 3 raised to 1 by 3, 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 2 by 3, 3 cube. These are the options given, and 2 power 2 by 3 is there in option C. So option C will be the right answer. Okay. So what I took is they have given ABC equals to 4, and luckily they have mentioned they are in AP. So what I have done here is AP means their common difference should be same, and B is greater than A, C is less than B. B is greater than A and C is greater than B, or you can say B is less than C. So because of this common difference, I took A as a B minus D, I kept B as it is, and because of this common difference, I took C as a more than B, means B plus D, which is equals to 4. Then I multiplied, I know that BD square plus 4 is more than 4, so I took B cube is greater than 4. Then I took 2 square, I took cube root on both sides. Then I took this answer as a 2 power 2 by 3, so which is the right answer. Okay. So this will be the question number 7. So which is appeared in 2 different Kerala PET. So all these are appeared in various entrance examination only, but I have forgotten to mention all these things. So these are all very interesting questions. So please give much importance. In future it will fetch you more benefits. Okay. So we'll discuss question number 8. Yeah. In question number 8, they have told the first term of GP is 2 and sum to infinity is 6. Okay. Then R is, they want option as 3, 1 by 3, minus 2 by 3, 2 by 3. Okay. So see, they are in a search of common ratio R. So what is given? First term is given. So A is given 2 and S infinity is given as 6. But I am in a search of R, so it's a very manageable question. So A is 2, S infinity can be written as A by 1 minus R equals to 6. So I will substitute A to 2 by 1 minus R equal to 6, 2 equal to 6 minus 6R. Yeah, so I can bring this as a 6R is equals to 4, R equals to 2 2s are 2 3s are So 2 by 3, yeah, it's there in option D. So option D will be the right answer. Okay. So these are all simple questions, so don't waste much time. So read question properly and you can easily predict. Okay. We'll jump to the question number 9. So in question number 9, if B equals to, okay, if B equals to A plus A square plus A cube up to infinity, then B by 1 plus B is. If B equals to A plus A square plus A cube so on up to infinity, then B by 1 plus B is, let me write option. First option A, second option 1 minus A, B 1 plus B. So what we will do to get B by 1 plus B? No need to do much work. You just simply take care of the pattern. What's there in pattern? In the pattern, you have A square, A cube. If you observe this pattern, it looks like a GP, right? Therefore, I can say B equals to A, AR. R is A here. A is also A here. So I can say sum to infinity. B is equal to S infinity. Formula is first term is A. Common ratio is 1 minus A. So I will multiply. When you multiply, so otherwise you consider this term, right? So if you multiply, you will get B minus AB equals to A. With, I can say B equals to A plus AB. So B equals to, if you take A common, 1 plus B. So I am in a search of B by 1 plus B, which is A. Yeah, option A will be the right answer, which is the answer itself as A. So I got a confirmation that it is an GP. So A square, A cube, so on up to infinity. So then I am targeting S infinity formula. So with that S infinity, I can predict easily the answer. So it is a beautiful method. We got answer. Okay. So we will discuss another question as a question number 10. So in question number 10, what they have told is, how many terms of GS, geometric series, 1 plus 4 plus 16 plus 64 plus, will make 5461. They only told it's a geometric series. How many terms of this will make a sum as 5461? So we all know Sn formula, which is A into R power n minus 1 upon R minus 1. S already given 5461. Here A is first term, which is 1. Common ratio is 4 only, 4 power n minus 1. So here 4 minus 1, right? So I can say, if you multiply 4 minus 1, 3 to this, you will get 4 power n minus 1 is equals to 5461 into 3. Okay. So 4 power n minus 1, you just check with the calculation. 16,383. 5 4 6 1, 3 1 za, 3 6 za 18, 3 4 za 12, 13, 5 3 za 15 plus 1 16. Yeah, I'm right. So 4 power n is equals to 16,384. Okay, 16,384, because it is plus 1 is added. So it is nothing but, I am in a search of 16,300 means 16,384 is 4 power what? If you check clearly, it is 4 power 7. So 4 power 7 means when you compare the power, n is 7. Again, I have forgotten to give you the option. There are 4 options given. 4, first option, second option 8, third option 3, and last option 7, D. So we got n equals to 7. So option D will be the right answer for this question. So all you need is your presentation, all you need is your work. If you do work properly, if you make your foundation strong, you can solve all this question. Okay, we'll discuss the next question in the upcoming session. Till then, you just take care of this problem. Thank you very much. Thank you.